Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Daz Reacts, and today I am watching the 20 most savage celebrity roasts, and these are the roasts and the insults, so the comebacks from them. And I've watched a couple of these. I've not watched. I'm going back to. I think it's like the only one that I've watched all the way through was the roast of Charlie Sheen, and I've seen bits and pieces here and there from some of the other ones, but not really all the way through. People have told me like the two that I need to look out for is Kevin Hart. Apparently, Kevin Hart's really good on the roast and he's really funny. And the other one is Seth MacFarlane, the creator of Family Guy, if you didn't know. So yeah, I mean, I need to look out for more of these, but I, I I don't know. I haven't watched a lot of the other ones. That I know they've done like a roast of Justin Bieber, which surprised the hell out of me for whatever reason. I don't know why, but yeah. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm really looking to hearing some of these roasts and insults, and that I don't know if they've done a UK version of this. That's one thing that I don't know. You'll have to let me know if they did. Actually, wait, what am I thinking? Roast Battle UK was some Jimmy Carr and Catherine Ryan. I vaguely remember watching something that along them lines. I'll have to do some research. But anyway, I'm looking forward to this one. I hope you enjoy it. If there's any other videos like this that you want me to react to, let me know in the comments down below and I will get around to doing it. But until then, let's get into this.
Laugh Ice-T, because you are the least paid Negro on NBC. I know motherfuckers on BET that make more money than you. I think the person that makes the typewriter sound on Law & Order makes more money than you. But they say old habits are hard to break. They said for the first season, Ice-T kept getting in the back of the squad car.
I see Cat Williams in that as well. Cat Williams, when she said the line about there's people on BET making more money than him, Cat Williams lost it then.
Nick and I have a 10-year age gap.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. And there are many 90s pop culture references he doesn't understand, and I have to explain them to him, which is fine because we teach each other. We teach each other things. He showed me how to use TikTok, for example. You know, and I showed him what a successful acting career looks like.
Caitlyn Jenner. Now this.
Is he the one? Is that Nick? I might be completely wrong on this. I don't know, but is that Nick Jonas? This is not the Comedy Central roast, is it?
Caitlyn Jenner. Now there's something different about you, but I can't put my finger in it. Comedy Central wanted to have Caitlyn on a roast after her surgery, so now they can pay her 20% less.
That's a nice one.
The Jonas.
That's nice. That's nice. Pete Davidson. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know much about Pete. I've started watching The Rookie with Nathan Fillion, and he's in it. He plays his brother in it. Now, am I right in saying with Pete Davidson that he got famous after, was it his mum or his dad died in the Twin Towers? I vaguely remember reading something about that. I might be completely wrong there. I don't know, but he might have been famous before that, and like that's just something that happened during his fame, or that's what he rose to fame. I really don't know. So if you do know, let me know down below, please. That was a good one.
The Jonas Brothers have performed at the White House several times, but most notably when they sang the national anthem for the Women in Sports T-ball game. Or, as it's more commonly known, wait, is that a real thing?
Okay, all right. Now you've gone too far, okay? These guys rock, okay? A Little Bit Longer is both my favorite album, yeah, and it's what Sophie wishes Joe's penis was.
Hey, easy.
Winter is coming, but Sophie, not so much.
All right, well.
That's Kenan Thompson. That from Kenan. Ah, I haven't watched it in so long. I used to love watching Kenan and Kel when I was a kid. All the crap that these kids watch now on YouTube and things like that, of all these parents like shoving their kids in front of a camera to raise the fame of their channel and things like that. Like when we was kids, we used to watch Kenan and Kel and like Sabrina the Teenage Witch or Sister, and like we had like our choice back then, like kids have got so much. Like my daughter will sit there and say, "Oh, Dad, there's nothing to watch. I'm so bored." Now she has Netflix, she has Disney, she has Prime. I've got Sky TV with a kids package. She's got YouTube. There is so many choices out there for her. She doesn't seem to realise that, like, when I was growing up, like, I had Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. I didn't really watch anything on ITV or anything, but they were the two, Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. We had no iPads. We didn't have, like, everything on demand. Like, if we wanted to tape something, we had to find, like, an old VHS and put some sellotape over the old just to record over something that was already on it. Kids just don't appreciate what they've got nowadays. Like, my daughter goes to bed now. My daughter will lay in bed and she'll say, "Alexa, play my bedtime playlist." We had to rewind the whole cassette just to, like, get the recordings, and in between songs we still had to listen to the people on the bloody radio. Kids don't appreciate what they got nowadays.
Well, Adam, you're the biggest.
Coming, but
Sorry for the
Sophie,
rambling.
not so much.
All right, well, Adam, you're the biggest comedy star in Hollywood. Every comic studies your movies so they can steal your moves. Both of them. And
Do you know what? I'm a fan of both of these.
But success hasn't gone to your head. You're the exact same guy you are when you first started, a drunken buffoon.
It's true. It's true.
And who can forget the characters you've brought to life on screen? Bobby Boucher, Little Nicky, and the guy you play in every other movie.
Yes! This guy's funny. You know what I'm saying? He's not only good at the quick-witted stuff, he's good at physical comedy. You motherfucker! You fucking asshole!
We've been told at 25.
Yeah, in reality, like with these two, like with Adam Sandler and David Spade, I've always been a big fan. I love films like I forgot what it's called now. The Benchwarmers and things like that. Like in his films, I love things like Big Daddy and like them kind of movies. Yeah, but yeah, Benchwarmers is one of them films that for me that's a feel-good film. If I want to sit down and watch something, then Benchwarmers is one. But David Spade I've seen him in quite a few things as well, and I really do like him as an actor.
Fucking asshole!
We've been told that 25% of people in this country lick the plate clean. That can't be right.
Certainly not in my restaurant, that's for sure. Where are the
They
worst...
don't finish the food in your restaurant?
Well, no, because Pete Davidson was...
My dad does that. My dad, like, if we had like a roast dinner and that, and he's got the gravy left over, like, he'll hold the plate and go. Seriously, my dad would actually go to a Gordon Ramsay restaurant and lick the plate clean. Probably because paying so much money for like such a tiny meal. That's probably why he'd lick it clean. He'd want to get his money's worth in that sort of place. To be fair.
Well, no, because Pete Davidson was on the show.
Oh, God.
He's a mate of mine. He's on Saturday Night Live. Wonderful comic. But his father died in 9/11. He's one of the firefighters that went into the building and was trying to save people as they collapsed. And I said, I really dressed it up as well. I went, I'm appalled that people would come.
I was right. I was actually right. It might have been from one of these shows that I heard it. I really don't know, but I know I heard it or read it from somewhere.
I really dressed it up as well. I went, I'm appalled that people would come here and make jokes about the sacrifice Pete's heroic father made on 9/11. This is not the roast of Pete Davidson's father. That was in 2001.
I want to thank my...
Jimmy Carr just does not care. That was that was messed up. Jimmy Carr has no filter. That's saying that to a man that is sitting right next to you. That's messed up.
Father made on 9/11. This is not the roast of Pete Davidson's father. That was in 2001.
I want to thank my co-stars.
How do you feel like as Pete Davidson sitting there? That, like, I know it's a roast and it's done in jest, and that's the idea of the show, but that must hurt to some extent. That must hurt so much to actually hear that.
Leo, Margot Robbie's feet, Margaret Qualley's feet,
Dakota Fanning's feet. Seriously, Quentin has separated more women from their shoes than the TSA.
Like one of the biggest parts of my life, if that even makes sense. I have what I used to call a super sniffer. You guys watch Psych when you were little? Because I love that show.
I watched it when I was little.
You don't.
I love Psych, honestly. I love Psych. It's Sean and Gus that I'm sitting there as if I don't know it. I actually rewatched the entire show. That it was only a few weeks ago. I'm one of these that I like to find a show to watch and I will binge watch while I'm doing things. I've already seen them all before, so I've got no problem watching shows like that while I'm cooking or doing whatever around the house, or even if I'm traveling and things like that. And I love watching Psych. I just need to get around to watching the movies now. The movies I've not actually seen yet.
Really act. You don't really act. You don't sing. You don't dance. You don't have any, forgive me, any talent.
But we're still entertaining people.
I know.
That's a nice roast, but I feel the same way about most reality stars, to be fair, that like they have no talent. That I could say the same thing about myself. Like I'm sitting here in front of a camera watching other people do what they do best, and my talent is watching it and reacting to it. So for what you could say about them, you could say about me that I have no talent, that in what I'm doing I'm not. And it's the same for the likes of the Kardashians and things like that. They have no talent. They're just entertaining to these people for whatever reason. But yeah, some reality shows I really can't stand.
Forgive me, any talent.
But we're still entertaining people.
I know. As soon as I mention Greta Thunberg, that's a triggering thing for a lot of women. A lot of women get very upset when a man my age mentions Greta Thunberg. And in your brain right now, a little loop's going on, and you're going, how dare you pick on a 16-year-old girl? Who the hell do you think you are? You know what? You're right. That's wrong. But she's 19 now, and I fucking waited. I waited 3 long years to talk about this shit. I can say whatever the fuck I want about a 19-year-old. Here's one for you. I can fuck Greta Thunberg and I've done nothing wrong. And I wouldn't use a condom either. Out of respect for her and the environment.
Whitney Cummings. Look at your fine little skinny ass sitting up there. I roll blunts fatter than you, but you've been passed around a little bit more.
Thank you very much. It's so great to be back hosting SNL for the 6th time. The 6th time is even more exciting than the 5th because, you know, you're not worried anymore. If the show's bad, what are they gonna do? Fire my fiance? Oh no, what will we do without his paycheck?
Bill Burr, comedian, baby. Made headlines in October 2000 and 2000 after controversial monologue. You know, man, I don't know
2000 and 2000, Mike, that's 2020.
Shit, nigga. Listen,
Those
man.
Brownsville schools, man.
Phil, tell me, man, but listen, right?
I don't credit to Bill Burr for doing that, but I wouldn't mess with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson makes a mistake. I'm like, you carry on, you just make your mistakes. I don't give a crap. Don't take a swing.
I wanted to put a tattoo.
I'm presuming they're the ones that would have ended up getting blocked by YouTube. So we've just got the text. But yeah, Seth MacFarlane. That you can just imagine like just how brutal his roast can be.
I wanted to put a tattoo, if I would get one there, that would say buyer beware.
What are you going to say? I'm impressed there's enough room.
I tell you. Well. And I can assure you that he knows there is.
My grandma just passed away. We had to go to the wake.
It was open?
Yeah, at Irish wakes. At an Irish wake, the day before the funeral.
Did you kiss her?
it didn't even look like her anymore. I was like, oh, the soul of her, or who she really was, is gone. It's just the shell is left. So it was kind of this weird, like, relief for me a little bit. I was like, oh yeah.
It's very weird. I don't know why, but like, you know that something funny is going to come in this anyway, because it's about roasts and insults. But like, he's talking about this. I've been to funerals that are open casket as well. But I feel like I've got a smile on my face, like coming, and I'm about to laugh before the funny things, before the funny parts even happened. It's just messed up in the head. I don't know.
So it was kind of this weird, like, relief for me a little bit. I was like, oh yeah, the thing I loved, the human or the entity that she was that I loved, it's not even in there anymore anyway. It's gone to somewhere better and into the universe.
Hell, baby. Hell, baby. He was evil, dude. You don't know, dude. Anyway, how are you?
Thanks for being a bad friend.
Are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
Chris, your fans have a name. They're called...
The Pine Nuts, yes.
The Pine
I know
Nuts.
them well.
Oh, Pine Nuts.
Yes.
Benedict, what are your fans called?
The Cumber Collective.
No, they're not.
You can say it if you want, but I'm not going to say it. Cumber bitches.
Oh, God.
And George Peppard, who keeps calling me on the phone saying, why is that black guy getting the bigger lines? Anyway, George isn't jealous, but when you go to bed tonight, try to listen for a clock. Your part, George, is getting smaller and smaller. Tell him what you told me, how you're fed up with the blacks and you don't want them in your neighborhood. But we need the blacks. Without them, there'd be no Olympics.
Who needs the most lotion? My nomination is for Shaq and those ashy ankles. Kicking flour before the show. That's because your mother had to work last night. And I dropped her.
Phyllis Diller, you're a dear friend. And I must tell you, God bless you. God has given you the way you look. Do not be ashamed of it. When you were born, you probably hit the wall.
I enjoyed that. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed that. Some of them I knew who they were. Some of them that I didn't. But yeah, some of them were just brutal. That Jimmy Carr one for Pete Davidson, that was just that was just messed up. That's just one that's gonna play over and over in my mind. But yeah, that was messed up. Guys, listen, I hope you enjoyed this. I really did. I enjoyed this a lot more than I thought I was gonna, to be fair. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's any other videos like this that you want me to watch, please do let me know in the comments down below and I will get round to doing it. But until next time, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Have a nice day. Stay safe, be kind, and I will see you in the next one. That's messed up.